There are exactly 3 grammar rules that cover every form, structure, and sense question on the SAT. Learn these 3 rules and you'll never miss one again. These questions show up 3 to 5 times per module. They test verb tense, subject-verb agreement, and sentence structure. The good news? They're completely rules-based. No interpretation, no gray area. If you know the rules, you get the points. Let's break down all 3. Rule 1. Match the verb tense to the time signals. Every SAT grammar question has clues that tell you when the action happens. Words like currently, in 2019, by next year, or last decade, these are your time signals. Find them first, then pick the tense that matches. Quick cheat sheet. Currently means present. In 1945 means past. By 2030 means future or future perfect. Before she arrived means past perfect, had plus the verb. These signals are always there, you just have to look. Rule 2. Find the true subject. The SAT loves to hide the real subject behind long prepositional phrases, appositives, and parenthetical asides. The collection of rare paintings on display. Is it is or are? The subject is collection, not paintings. Cross out the phrase between the subject and the verb, and the answer is obvious. Rule 3. Keep tenses consistent. If a paragraph uses past tense, explored, discovered, argued, then the blank probably needs past tense too, unless there's a clear reason for a shift. Read the sentences around the blank. They'll almost always match. Now, 3 traps the SAT sets. 1. The proximity trap. A plural noun sits right next to the blank, but it's not the subject. The leader of the volunteers exhausted. The subject is leader, singular, not volunteers, plural. 2. The participle trap. A word ending in ing looks like a verb, but isn't one. The team discovering new species is a fragment. Discovering isn't a finite verb, you need discovered or has discovered. 3. The tense shift trap. Present perfect has found sounds formal and correct, but it only works when the action connects to the present. If the passage is entirely about the past, simple past, found is right. 3 rules. Match the time signals, find the true subject, keep tenses consistent. Let's see them in action. Let's start with a clean one. This passage is about the rough frog in Australia. The key word jumps right out, currently. That's a present tense time signal. A says includes. Present tense singular matches currently and the singular subject range. That looks right. B says included, past tense. But the sentence says currently, not previously or in the past. Eliminated. C says will have included, future perfect. We're talking about right now, not a future deadline. D says had included, past perfect, something that happened before another past event. There's no second past event here. The answer is A, includes. Rule 1 in its simplest form, the time signal currently tells you everything. Natalia Lafourcade, Mexican singer-songwriter. The time signal here is by 2023, and the context is past. She shot to fame after a 2002 debut. So by 2023 is a deadline in the past. A says will become, future tense. But 2023 has already happened in this narrative. Out, B says becomes. Present tense. The passage is narrating her career arc, past events. C says will have become, future perfect. Same problem as A. This isn't about the future. D says had become, past perfect and action completed by a past deadline. By 2023, she had become perfect. The answer is D, had become. Remember, by plus a past date almost always signals past perfect. The action was completed before that deadline. Those were warm-ups. Now let's see where it gets tricky. Sea turtle migration. Read the subject carefully. A team of marine biologists studying the migration patterns of loggerhead sea turtles in the Atlantic Ocean. That's a lot of words between the subject and the blank. This is Rule 2 in action. Find the true subject. Cross out the noise. A team of marine biologists studying in the Atlantic Ocean. The subject is team. A says have found. Plural present perfect. Team can take a plural verb in American English when the members act individually. And present perfect fits a research finding being reported. B says has found. Singular present perfect, grammatically valid with team, but the SAT is testing whether you can find the subject through the noise, not trip over ocean. C says finding. That's a participle, not a finite verb. A team, finding that, is a fragment. Remember the participle trap. Ing words aren't complete verbs. D says are found, passive voice, the team is found. That reverses the meaning entirely. The team is doing the finding. The answer is A, have found. The long phrase between subject and verb is the trap. Strip it out, and the answer is clear. Workplace productivity study from 2021. The key, workers transitioned to flexible scheduling. Then, the study measured their satisfaction. Two past events, which happened first, A says, had transitioned, past perfect. The transition happened before the study results. First event gets had, B says will transition. Future tense in a 2021 study? No, everything already happened. C says are transitioning, present progressive. The study is complete. Past tense context throughout. D says transitioned. Simple past, tempting, but when one past event happens before another, you need past perfect for the earlier one. Workers who transitioned blurs the timeline. Workers who had transitioned makes the sequence clear. The answer is A, had transitioned. When two past events are sequenced, the earlier one gets past perfect. Augusta Savage at the 1939 World's Fair. The trick here is the appositive phrase, a leading figure of the Harlem Renaissance, sitting between the subject and the blank. But the real test is tense. Look at the second sentence. Depicted, became. All past tense. A says captivated. Present perfect. But the 1939 World's Fair is 87 years ago. No connection to the present. B says captivating. Participle trap again. The sculptures? Captivating visitors. That's a fragment, not a sentence. C says captivated. Simple past. Matches depicted and became in the next sentence, keeps tenses consistent. D says captivates. Present tense. In a passage about 1939? No. The answer is C, captivated. Rule 3. The surrounding verbs are all past tense. Match them. Now let's tackle the hard ones. If you can get these right, you're ready for test day. This one tests a special agreement rule. Neither the original architect's blueprints nor the contractor's revised proposal with neither nor the verb agrees with the noun closest to it. The closer noun is proposal, singular, so we need a singular verb. It says include. Plural, this would match blueprints, but prints is farther from the verb. Wrong noun. B says includes, singular, matches proposal, the closer noun. That's our answer. C says are including, plural and present progressive. Double wrong, plural doesn't match, and progressive implies an ongoing action. D says have included, plural present perfect, again doesn't agree with singular proposal. The answer is B, includes. For neither, nor, and either or, the verb matches whichever noun is closest. This is a favorite SAT trick. This one has nested time frames. Priya Kapoor discovered, that's past tense. What she discovered was that during World War II, the code talkers did something even further in the past. We need a verb for the further past event. A says, develop, present tense in a WU2 context? No. B says, have developed, present perfect. But this is embedded inside a past tense narrative. Discovered that they have developed creates a tense clash. C says had developed, past perfect. The code talkers' work happened before Kapoor's discovery. Earlier past plus later past equals past perfect. D says were developing, past progressive. This suggests they were in the middle of developing it. But the passage describes a completed system, an unbreakable communication system. It's finished, not in progress. The answer is C, had developed. When someone discovered that something happened, the discovered event is further in the past. Past perfect. Last one, Angela Duckworth's grit research. The subject is the most successful people, but look at what sits between it and the blank. Whether West Point cadets, spelling bee champions, or rookie teachers in underserved schools. That's a massive appositive designed to make you lose track of the subject. Bracket it out. The most successful people, whether schools, and the blank. Subject is people, plural. Time frame, in the 1990s, began, found, all past tense. A says shares, present tense and singular, wrong on both counts. B says shared, simple past and plural, matches people and the 1990s time frame. That's it. C says has shared, Present perfect and singular, wrong number, wrong tense. D says, we're sharing. Past progressive. Grit is a quality people possess. They're not in the middle of sharing it. Simple past is natural here. The answer is B, shared. This question tests both Rule 2, find the true subject, and Rule 3, match the tense. If you got this one, you've nailed it. SAT grammar. Quick reference. Do. Find time signals first. Currently, in 2019, by next year. Do. Cross out phrases between the subject and the verb. Check surrounding verbs for tense consistency. Don't let a nearby plural noun trick you into a plural verb. Don't pick a nash-ing word when the sentence needs a real verb. Key rule: time signals plus true subject equals correct answer every time. 3 rules: match the time signals, find the true subject, keep tenses consistent. Those 3 cover every grammar question on the SAT. That's all 8 examples, from easy verb tense to hard-nested time frame questions with hidden subjects. If you want more practice, I've got a free PDF with additional questions just like these, link in the description and pinned comment. If this helped you, drop a like and subscribe. I'm posting new SAT tutorials every week covering every question type. And if any of these tripped you up, leave a comment and I'll break it down further. Good luck on test day. You've got this.